Now let us discuss about a data definition language. So here the data definition language defines a database or a structure where we will discuss about creating a table or creating a schema or creating a domains. We have already covered this in one session. In MySQL we have already done this, so but still I want to go with this. What is a schema? We will discuss. So for that I should go to MySQL. Here I will show you that we have created a table using a create table employee, and here is a structure of the table where we specify the name of the employee or a field name, which we call it as attribute, the data type, the size and the constraint if necessary. Those things we are discussing, or those things are necessary when we create a table. So basic part of the data definition language is a create table. So here you can see we have defined it as a create table employee. This is how we create the table. Similarly, we know that this is a schema. We have also created a company schema, and in another video I have shown you how to create a module. So creating such things, I will just check whether I have that module or not. Yeah, student module you have created. So this is a data definition language. Here you see you have that module. So we have created ER diagram using this module. You can see here this is what we call module. Now schema also we can create. It's a company schema we have created here. That is also coming under the database definition. And under that we have created the tables. So the command for the tables we have here. So these are the different tables we have created: department, dependent, department location, employee, project and work zone. Now first our definition language or DDL, what we will be learning is a creation of table, or a first concept. We have already seen how schema is created, how domain is created. Now when the table is created, it is also very important to learn about the different data types used in the table and also the different constraints. As a part of this DDL or a data definition language or a data definition, we will try to understand what type of data or data types we are using. Before going to data, we will have a brief overview of schema and catalog concepts in SQL. Now, when we define the schema, it is defined by the schema name. If we take our example here in MySQL, take the example of a MySQL. Here we find that we have given a schema name as a company. We have given a schema name as a company. We have given a schema name as a company. And it also includes a authorization identifier to indicate the account user. Actually, we have created it directly by using new schema. Same concept we can create using a command called as a create schema company authorization jsmith. So authorization provided for the user. Later also we can create that. Actually that schema element includes the tables, constraints, views, domains and other constraints. So we have to see here the schema company contains tables, views, stored procedures, functions. These are all the contents what are there in the company schema. We can have a modules also and so on. Now, when we create a schema, we use a command create schema, a schema name, and authorization also we are providing. And DBA users are authorized to create the schema. Now let us discuss about a catalog. It contains a special schema called as information schema. Actually, it is providing all the information regarding all schemas. Means a catalog is like a repository which has number of schemas. So this was the brief introduction of schema and catalog. Now let us see how we can create a table. And in SQL we use a create table command, which we have already demonstrated in the lab sessions, which is used to specify the new relation. So here relation means table, and it can be created with some general attributes and some initial constraints. About these things we will discuss in detail. Usually the attribute names are given first, then the data type is specified to define the domain of values, and any attribute constraints such as not null. So table is constructed in this format. Here we can see some of the examples of this tables. So not necessary to go back for the workbench. Here we can see that create table employee is used to create an employee. Fname is attribute name what we have specified. Varchar is a data type. What we will discuss about these data types in the next topics. And not null is a constraint. Similarly, at the bottom we got a primary key, which is a key constraint, a foreign key to the super SSN, which is referencing to the employee table SSN, means it's a inner join. And we can see that the department number of the employee table is joined with the D number of the department table. This is a foreign key. This is how we can create a table. And if you want to look into the different tables, you can just hold the screen and you can look into the different tables and you can continue.